Guys, check out this absolutely stunning 1983 Yamaha IT250. I was a junior in high school twice, actually. That's a whole nother story, but I graduated in 84, and this bike, I don't remember them running this good. I know for a fact they didn't run this good back then. It's been upgraded with a brand new Mikuni carburetor, DG racing pipe and silencer, new reeds. It has a Wasner piston. The ports have been cleaned up by Devin Aub. He did the engine rebuild along with Cameron, one of our lead techs here, who Cam worked on this bike for over 4 months, trying to get it to as close to humanly possible perfect, which isn't easy to do with a 43-year-old classic dirt bike, but I think he nailed it out of the park. Cameron did a beautiful job. The attention to detail he put into it was spectacular. He's part of Devin's team. There's 6 techs that work on Devin's team and 6 that work on Justin's team, and they work together, but Cameron spun 95% of the work was done by him, and beautiful, just really pleased with the way it came out. Starting with the beautiful frame rails on the bottom, you got to check those out. We would not put this much time and money into an 83 IT250 unless it was worthy of it. We started with pristine frame rails, mint original engine cases, the fork lowers, the rims, everything was nice and straight, what we call a good core bike for a frame off restoration, and it ran halfway decent, but it needed an engine rebuild. So we took the engine out. The engine was completely dismantled. The cases were thoroughly cleaned, sanded, and Devin did a complete rebuild on the engine. I'll get into that in a second here, but let's see, let me pull a work order. It's got a new head gasket, new base gasket, new reed cage gasket, new reeds, new exhaust gasket, a brand new Wasner 68.5 millimeter piston. It was bored, new top end bearing, wrist pin, and circlip. He also put a new 6-volt voltage regulator on it from HPI, so the lighting would work again, and got the engine dialed to the 9s, and then Cameron did the detailing and painting on the engine, which came out really nice before he installed it in the frame. You can see the new intake gasket, the new Mikuni carburetor. Cam ordered the new DG pipe online. It takes a while to get these in. They're really expensive. And then we gave it what we call the works treatment. They don't look like this when they come out of the box. They have like a blotchy appearance, and this has been treated with a process that we use a large 6-inch Scotch-Brite pad on a polishing tool, and I think it's like 2,700 RPM. We go over the whole pipe and give it that super cool looking raw finish, and then they use a torch and they actually heat the pipe to give it that factory works look there, and they polish this. It gives it that gold look on the, so yeah, it's a brand new pipe, but it's been taken to the next level. This gives that extra bit that you normally wouldn't get. So engine, pipe, intake, also went through the air box, brand new twin air filter. The air box is restored to brand new condition. So from the intake, from the air filter to the exhaust tip, everything is restored and rebuilt to brand new condition on this bike. You also can see Cam put all new hardware on the engine everywhere to give it that nice fresh appearance to match the proper paint code that was done on the engine. The frame was completely dismantled right down to the frame, the swing arm linkage, everything came off this bike, just the bare frame. It was sanded, primed, and painted the original Yamaha color. That same paint treatment was given to the pegs, the shifter, the kickstand, the frame rails, the entire frame. Before he reassembled it, he put brand new steering head bearings in the top here and a new steering race cover, as you can see. And extra special attention to detail was given to the triple clamps. Those were vapor honed. The lower was vapor honed and clear coated. The upper was vapor honed and painted exactly the way it was out of the box. He installed a brand new Renthal handlebars on here, ODI grips, new clutch lever, new brake lever, new perches, new throttle tube and throttle assembly, along with new ODI grips. The front number plate and headlight is brand new. Steiger Designs, my honey Christie, did the custom graphic package on this. It looks like an OEM, a brand new Yamaha right out of the box. Brand new front fender, brand new fork boots. The forks were completely rebuilt with new seals, new fork boots, new, the lowers were sanded and remachined, so they're perfectly smooth. New fork seals, new fork boots, new fork dust covers, new fork oil. The original front wheel was vapor honed, as was the hub. The hub was repainted. The original wheel was in excellent shape. It's original factory rim with a new Dunlop tire on there, new tube, new rim strip. You can see the hub was repainted, and the brake backing plate was restored and repainted also. So brakes work excellent. If you're looking for an air-cooled classic two-stroke 250, now these were phenomenal Woods bikes, 6-speed, 2-stroke, reed valve, extremely simple engine, air-cooled, nothing to go wrong with it. It's the kind of bike that you could keep for another 50 years. Totally rebuildable. They make parts for the engine still, so it's a forever bike. If Yamaha made these today, they'd sell them by the truckload if they priced them right. So if you're looking for a restored IT250, your ship just came in. Moving back from the front end, brand new Clark tank, cap, and breather hose, brand new Yamaha seat foam and cover, brand new Yamaha tool bag, brand new rear fender, and rear tail light. The side number plates are new, along with the graphics on the tank, and the side number plates and the big fat Yamaha number ones. Lots of new hardware on the engine. You can see on this side, Cam went through to replace the clutch pack also when he had it apart. You can see the pegs were restored and painted. The brake lever was restored and painted. The swing arm was restored and painted. The shock was removed and rebuilt with a new shock bumper. It's got a new shock protector. The suspension's rebuilt. All the linkage has been redone. The bearings are all new. The engine's rebuilt. Plastics and graphics are new. All the painted surfaces on the bike are restored and repainted. The hub was restored and repainted, vapor honed. The original spokes and rim set were still in great shape. The original frame, swing arm, wheel set are all proof this bike has lived a sheltered life. The pegs are nice and straight. Usually they get all bagged out and bent from banging off of rocks or casing big jumps. It's got new drain hose lines on the new carburetor, new fuel petcock, and new fuel lines. And of course, we're running VP94 mixed 32-to-1 in this bad boy, so it smells amazing. Brand new Dunlop rear tire, tube, and rim strip. Coming around to this side here, you can see the brand new black sprocket to give it a little sportier new look from JT Racing. New gold chain. The chain slider is brand new. The rollers were in mint shape, so we didn't replace those. But the original peg and shifter are intact and in great shape. Ignition cover. The original sprocket cover, you can see this thing never wore a chain and sprockets out, because usually the chain will come off and chew all this up on a bike that's been raced hard. A low hour survivor, it's showing 965 miles on the odometer. We believe that to be the original mileage. It will turn over at 975, but it has every indication of a bike that's got 975 miles on it. Transmission is perfect, the shift's perfect, the clutch is perfect, the ignition electronics work perfectly on the bike. So brand new fuel filter on it also, of course new gear oil. So it's as close to a brand new one that you'd pull out of the box and upgrade the chain and sprockets and tires and exhaust and bars and air filter and all the stuff you normally do to make it the weapon of choice. These were very competitive in AMA national hare scrambles and enduros. A lot of guys would put a plate on them and register them through Dirt Legal and ride them on the road. It has air forks in the front, so if you want to stiffen it up for some really whooped out track riding, and of course having the headlight is a big plus too. So as you can see, a lot of love and care has been put into this. There's none of my time is into this, and on the daily when he was working on this every single morning, I'd spend 5 or 10 minutes with him going over what he's doing with it every time it was on the bench. So there's a total of 51 hours of shop labor. At $150 an hour is $76.50, and just under $3,000 in parts. So putting it at just under $10,000 in parts and labor have been put into this to bring it to where it is now. And it's the nicest 83 IT250 for sale on planet Earth today that you can look online, you won't find a finer one. I think it's starting to rain out. We got to put these bikes inside. Hold on. Guys, we got raindrops coming here. I got to wrap this up. You get the idea. Full frame off resto, no expense spared. Give us a call if you're interested. It's going up on eBay. We're at 860-454-7024. And go to kaplancycles.com. There'll be a full photo shoot, high res there for you to check out. And thanks for watching. God bless America.